Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you're listening to Biafra Generation. It's a thing of joy to once again to speak to Biafran Generation family. If you're part of Biafran Generation family, I want you to type I am part of Biafra Generation family in the comment section. We really appreciate that. Now, there's a post I want to read. This post is written by Viral. The source is Viral, and I found it very interesting that I want to read for you guys today, so that you understand the level of speed that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is covering on daily basis, just to make sure that he doesn't make the same mistake his predecessors or those who came before him to talk about Biafra. He doesn't make the same mistake. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is forming a resistance. Like, he wants this Biafra thing to come once and for all, so that no other person will come out and start struggling again to actualize Biafra. You understand? That is why we target 18 days of silence. Nnamdi Kanu prepares an impregnable resistance. I read from Viral. Nigeria cannot offer us Biafra a million years. We have to take it by force. So if there is something we are certain of, it is that there will be another war. You'll be shocked what Nnamdi Kanu just did. Listen very carefully. When America formed NATO in 1949, it was to assuage the growing forces of the USSR, who were becoming almost a bully to the rest of the world. It is thanks to the NATO alliance that the USSR collapsed. With NATO, America built an impenetrable wall of resistance around the perimeters of Russia, so that they become a dot inside a hostile circle. Stay with me. If we assemble 3 people who have actually digested the history of the Biafran war and ask them why Biafra lost the war, they will readily say 3 things: starvation, sabotage, and insufficient supply of equipment. That's the weapon. Do you know what? They are very correct. Do you know what? They are very correct. But part of the victory of the Nigerian forces was that they were able to reduce Biafran to the Igbo nation. Now brace for the shock. After studying the working Nigerian map with which the war was fought, I acknowledge that Ojukwu had 0 chances of winning. This is because he was reduced to a tiny dot within a circle. Are you getting where this tiny dot within a circle is coming from? Stay with me. This popular phrase, a dot within a circle, did not originate today. Ojukwu was encircled. There was no back door. He was pushing an attack from the center of nowhere. Surrounding him were the new core states created by Gowon, South. Before him was Lagos, the capital city, and beside him were the middle belt and regions of Nigeria and the neutral Cameroons. There was every chance of cutting Biafra off the circulation of food and military equipment from these strategic angles. If Biafra had won, it could have only been a miracle. 52 years later. Now let's talk about Nnamdi Kanu. What he is trying to do, or what he has done already. The old alliance have collapsed, new ones have emerged. Today, Nnamdi Kanu has authored a Copernican revolution with what could be called Watu. It is no longer the circle that controls the dot, rather the tiny dot controls the circle. This is urgent. There were 3 powerful alliances with which Nigeria fought the war, which has collapsed recently: Hausa Fulani Alliance, Fulani Yoruba Alliance, and Nigerian Cameroon Cooperation. Are you still with me? Watu has hijacked this powerful stranglehold hold of the Nigerian government over Biafra. WATO means West African Treaty Organization. So in case you're wondering what WATO is. The future hope of West African economies. Am I communicating? Nnamdi Kanu has formed a military alliance around the perimeters of the dot. He has circled the dot with a powerful resistance by the east in Abanzonia, by the west is Oduduwa, and by the north, Middle Belt Republic. In the nearest future, the WATO would be a formidable alliance against neo-colonialism and senseless wars. You may accuse Nnamdi Kanu of being a warmonger, but WATO is the only assurance that there won't be any war simply because to avert a war, you must prepare for it with every possible alliance. I say I will type the source, which is viral, source the viral. Now, a very, 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 very important message today. Sorry, I have to break down a little. Now, a very, very important message I have to read for you guys today. It's a message that everyone may one way or the other running away from such message. But the truth of the matter is that no matter how this message is preached, no matter who the preacher is, no matter how we continue to pretend that Biafra and our Nigeria should be together to develop one unity or one big bond, I tell you most solemnly, these viral posts have established everything. You know, Nigeria thinks that in one way or the other, this is 1967. That is why they want to silence every media outlet. That is their agenda. They want to make sure that every media outlet speaks for them. This morning, they say they captured some IPOB members. And you know, these Nigerian police are very good. Once they capture anybody, they will flaunt guns and bullets. And you begin to tag them terrorists. They are very good at doing that. They will immediately flaunt guns and bullets. The cameras will come and video the guns and bullets. No investigation. Nothing. And I keep asking, why do we allow such nonsense to continue? They'll just capture a student from the hostel, they'll flaunt guns. Now what they are now doing in Biafran is that they will kidnap you and ask your family to pay 1 million. The police are not doing the kidnapper's job. The policemen are not doing the kidnapper's job. This will now tell you how sufficient, how glorious, and how continuous we must always remain. Now, Nnamdi Kanu has formed a very, very great battle line. Whereas this is no longer about the Igbo nation, no. This is no longer about the, I call it. It's no longer about the maybe you will say this is just the Biafran people. It's not about the dots. He has formed in Abanzonia, Oduduwa, and the Middle Belt. And you know that Middle Belt have taken an oath never to fight Biafrans again. Never. That they made the first mistake, they will never make it again. Because they are paying the price for the mistake they made. They are paying heavy price for the mistake they made. And they have taken an oath, a covenanting oath, to stand strong, to live strong with the Biafran people. We must understand all this. We must understand all this.